Talking with Titus. Created, produced, and edited by Titus.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Talking with Titus. Today, I have a very special guest join with us virtually. This is William Stockdale. Hello, William. Tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, where you're from, anything fun you would like the audience to know.
Oh my gosh. Well, Titus, thank you so much for having me. Like he said, my name is William Stockdale. I am from the great old city of Rock Hill, South Carolina. Born and raised. I am 23. I was going to say 24. 23, 23 years old. I am one of three. I'm actually a triplet. That's one fun fact I always like to give people. So I am one of three triplet boys. I'm the oldest. Graduated from Winthrop University December of last year, so a month ago. Actually, about a month ago. It just passed a month. And yeah, that's pretty much it right now. Yeah.
William is like the one of two sets of triplets that I know. I don't know many. One is half his age and is my students, and there's William. He was the first triplet I ever known. William is a character to say the least. We came across paths at Winthrop University through Cameron. They became friends through an Easter production, and they were hanging out, and we became friends. We may have started off with a little animosity.
Yeah,
but,
y'all. Titus didn't like me. Titus did not like me at first. Like he really did not like me. But we're not gonna.
But we ain't
All
going
right.
to go into all the details.
Yeah.
But William and I are really good friends, even though sometimes William want to act a little stank. But
Love you anyway. Love you.
we love him anyways. So William's here today. The overarching topic, as you've seen in the bio, is facing adversity. So we're gonna dive into that. It's a little more serious topic than a lot of talking with Titus, but I'm trying different stuff. And William has some great stories to bring about. With that, what are some benefits you think come from adversity? Like, what do you think? What do you think adversity brings out in someone?
Oh my gosh. So I can definitely say that it definitely brings out what is in you, what's really in you. I think it's easy to talk about how we would face, or we can see other people in different situations and kind of think, oh, they're handling this way. If I was going through that, I would handle it this way. Well, would you? I think adversity really brings out the true, like I said, what you're truly made of. What you, if you walk the walk, if you walk the talk, you say that you say you're about. So adversity definitely brings out what's within you out. Um, so if you're talking a big game, but then the rubber meets the road, and you really ain't about it as you said you were, that will come to light. That will come to the surface. So I definitely think that whatever is in you will come out.
So, speaking of adversities, what are just some examples you would like to share? We don't have to go too deep. What are some examples of adversity you face? And let's start with the academic world, because I always talk about teaching and stuff here. What are some adversities that you can think of right offhand that you've went through?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I don't have time to tell the whole story, but Titus and I met at Winthrop, like we said, and one thing that we bond, I didn't even say bonded over. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were both, but I said that to say I started off at Winthrop as a choral music ed major. So music was life all throughout really my childhood. Yes, all of that. So sang all throughout elementary, middle, high school. Got serious. Was in South Carolina all state choirs all throughout. The 3 years that's what I wanted to do. That's what I thought I was going to do. That's what I thought I was going to do, to teach kids how to sing, put choir together. Love music. Have always loved music. Have always loved just the harmony that comes with singing and all that good stuff. So I thought that's what I was going to do. And I really felt I got to probably like my sophomore year, first semester of my sophomore year, and I just wasn't feeling it. I really felt like there was more for me to do. Really felt like I wasn't happy. That's the first thing. So I had failed a couple classes. I will admit. And any music majors that watch this, they know music is not hard. Music theory, oral skills, voice lessons, ensembles. It's a lot. It's a lot. So I left that my sophomore year, and then switched over to middle level education because I still had a passion for education, still wanted to teach kids. To make a long story short, got in that, excelled, did great, sophomore, junior. Senior year comes, and for educators, Titus knows very well, for many educators, we have to pass a wonderful practice exam in order to graduate. And at Winthrop, it is a requirement that we pass that exam to graduate. So was taking it all throughout that time, sophomore, junior, senior year. End of the journey, literally my senior year, the first semester, of my senior year, and my plan just completely changed. And I haven't passed this test. I'm working to pass it, and just cannot pass it. Got very close, plenty of times, 2 points, 3 points, 4 points, but just could never pass it. So I had to make a decision. And there's a lot more to the story, but just had to keep it short just for time. Just had to make a decision if this is what I really wanted to do. After a good year out of school, trying to pass the test, I came back in August of 2020, switched my major, and graduated in December of 2020. Get to like your junior, senior year, a lot of those classes are just strictly education, and you're with the same 10 or 15 people all day, every day, in classes, in internships, going to schools, all that good stuff. So you see all these people, and I'm here with the rest of these people that I spent 2.5, 3 years with in classes, going to schools, and they're all getting degrees in what they said they wanted to do. And here I am, not getting that degree. So, I mean, it's very hard. It's very hard. But I think, like I said earlier, I think you really come to know what's inside of you when you go through things like that, when you go through adversity. So that's a little bit of my story about kind of my challenge or the adversity that I kind of went through. In spite of, I did it. And it's great to have great friends like Titus and Cameron and so many people who are like, what you doing? What you doing? What you mean you gonna quit? No, you just go too far. And Titus is good. Titus, y'all don't see that from Titus yet, but he is one that will gather you right on. So what we doing? What we doing? What you mean?
I definitely saw William through the struggle. But after all of it, I never thought William quit because I saw the fight. I saw the want and what he was going for. And I think that your struggles through those tests and those testing you definitely made you stronger in my eyes. And I hope that you see that that adversity didn't go in vain, even if you took a different path, that you didn't quit. You definitely came out a stronger person, and you got that very expensive paper.
Very expensive piece of paper. Very expensive piece of paper.
You were saying everything was going well, and you thought you knew what your ultimate goal was, and you were there, and you got all these leadership roles and stuff. But then you didn't really appreciate it until adversity came to your story. So, do you think it's a key to success?
I wouldn't say it's necessarily key, but I will say that it makes you better once you get to destination. I will say that. I know there are people who literally were on the same path I was, had no kind of roadblocks, no kind of setbacks, and are doing great in what they're doing now. They're teaching, they're doing what they love. It's great. That's not my story. But I still am successful. I still am successful. I'm still in a good place. I'm still, still kind of in a place of trying to figure out where exactly I'm going, what I'm doing. But I definitely think, I wouldn't say that it's a key to success, but I definitely think that it definitely makes you appreciate the overall journey much more. I will say that.
Like that one song says, what doesn't kill you makes you
stronger.
That's right. And I do think adversity builds a lot of character. I definitely, being an outside person, being William's friend, I definitely saw his character develop and him literally kind of grow up through the adversity of just this one situation that we've talked about in education. We definitely can overcome adversity. We all will face it somewhere, some way in life. If you could put a leaving remark on adversity, William, what would be like your final one sentence to someone struggling with adversity? Because you never know who might be out there watching this.
Embrace it and all that it brings.
Right. Always remember, after a storm, there can be a rainbow.
Exactly.
So, William, thank you so much for talking with me today on
Thank you for having me.
Titus. It was great talking about adversity. And until next time, this was Talking with Titus.